Hey guys, uh, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done at one time. Because I know this weekend, after the first real week of online teaching, we're spending this weekend trying to figure out a better way. Um, this video is about clickable items inside Google Slides. Uh, Really, these take a while at first to build, but once you get the skeleton in there and you get it the way you like it, the next week all you have to do is go in and change the text. I'm going to show you a few things. Open up your split screen, get your Google slide ready so we can go on this adventure together. All right, here we go. So first things first. Like I said, I like to start with no text on my screen because I want to add stuff there. I went ahead and downloaded some images from Google. Make sure they're not watermarked so that you're not breaking any copyright laws. So I'm going to go choose an image. I found a colorful image that I want to make as a part of this slide deck. So here's my slide deck, and I'm going to use them throughout my slides. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate them a couple of times and go from there. So I'm going to start on the first one, and I'm going to use this as my communication slide. So if you're having to do live Zoom lessons and the kids are struggling trying to find those Zoom links, if you will go into your Google Calendar and go ahead and set your Zoom meeting up, then you can use this one slide deck and push it out to all of your kids at one time. And all they have to do is open the slide deck and find where different parts of where the Zoom lesson is and other things that you want them to click on through this week's agenda. I call this an agenda for my class. I have probably 8 slides in my agenda, one for each lesson, plus some general information for them. So I'm going to start on this first screen. The first thing I need them to know is I want them to know what my quote unquote office hours are. So I'm going to give myself a box. I don't like the gray. I'm going to pick yellow because yellow is very bright. Make it a thick one. Black. Why is that black? Okay, so one of the things that I struggled with when we first started on learning was I was getting bombarded with emails and multiple emails. Like one student would ask me a question and I would answer, and then they would send me another email, ask me another question, I would answer. So I spent a lot of time at the computer just answering questions. So maybe one of the things in my communication slides for next week that I want the kids to know is my office hours. When will I be sitting at my computer waiting on the opportunity to speak with them? So I'm going to give myself a text box. Now, text box, generally, when you make your first text box, most of the time, they already come with a border. So I am going to, and it's usually like a pale blue. I'm going to turn this one into black. And I'm going to make, I like the thick lines, especially with younger kids. So I'm going to tell them that Miss Smith is available to answer any questions during her office hours. And that's just kind of without saying, please stop texting me 5 million times in a day. So I have that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give them my office hours and then give them 2 ways that they can contact me. I have found that the Google Hangout, if they will accept an invitation to a chat with you, it's so much quicker to do those really quick, hey, I have a question, and then respond instead of emails, because I think at one point last week, I had over 600 emails, and those were just from kids asking single questions. So, yeah. So my next text box may be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I want them to know that on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm going to make that one pink. Pink's my favorite color. I want that to have a pink border, a thick border, and I want them to know that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that my office hours are going to be pretty big. So my office hours are going to be from 11 a.m. to noon. And then I'm going to leave that there. Make my box a little bit bigger. Okay. Now I want to let them know that I have office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. So I'm going to create that, change the color to blue, and change my days. Oh, I needed commas here, didn't I? I'm a math teacher. Grammar is not my strong point. Maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays I can meet with them from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then I'm going to give them the two best options. I'm going to put an icon for Google Hangouts. So I'm going to click Insert Image. And this is Meets. This is Google Meets, which is mainly video. This is Google Hangouts, which is a chat feature. It's also, you can also video chat with your kids. So I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to put the Meets icon right next to it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do now is you cannot see my entire desktop, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my email address. And when I get to my email address, I'm going to open the Google Hangouts. And you can do that by clicking on the waffle that's beside your name in the top right corner of your Gmail page, scrolling down in your Google apps, and clicking on the Hangouts icon. And the Hangouts icon is going to open up a larger screen. So I'm clicking that web address, and I'm going to go back to my icon, make sure that my icon is selected, and I'm going to go add a link. So when I add the link here, all the kids are going to have to do to get to me is click on this link. And I'll show you in a moment in the next video what it actually looks like brought all together. I'm going to do the same thing with the Meets. I'm going to go to my waffle inside my email or Gmail, and I'm going to find the Meets icon. And I'm going to copy that link. Well, it's not letting me do that there. That's okay. I'll just add so you're going to highlight the picture. You're going to go to this, looks like a chain, and you're going to insert a link here, and then you're going to apply. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Now, let's say that you have a live video or a live lesson. Maybe you're doing 2 live lessons a week, okay? So let's make 2 boxes here. And I'm going to give them the yellow background, the yellow outline like the last one, and a white interior. And I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that so that it's ready. Really? Again, I'm not a professional. This is just something to help us in these times that we're all struggling and stressed about all the stuff that we have to do, but make it kid friendly. So let's say that I am going to have a live lesson on Tuesday. So we can say, come join my live lesson on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Click on the icon or picture below. Now I put picture because I'm going to actually add a picture of myself, and you don't have to do both. I mean, I would probably just put the picture, but for this purpose, just for learning purposes, I kind of want you to see all of the things that you can do with these things. Wow, what was that? Let's just go back to it. No, I don't like that either. Okay, so we're going to say, come join my live lesson on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Click on the icon or the picture. So what I'm going to put in here, I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to upload an image. The first one I'm going to upload is the Zoom icon. And then the second one I'm going to upload is an actual picture of myself, if I can find one. Let's see. All right, yes, here we go. Let's do this one. And wow, make that small and put it in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add the Zoom meeting. Now, you need to create the Zoom meeting first inside your calendar. The reason why I like to do it inside my calendar, and you can find that inside the waffle of your Gmail, is because I can easily find it, and I can see where that those everything that I have to do is at. Okay, so let me get those for you. And I'm going to do that as a Zoom. Sorry about the silence. Again, not a professional. just trying to find a way to make things easier for us as educators. Actually. So while I'm getting my link there, I make these as I made this one as a so that my kids had all their information, because our students they have multiple classes, not just one teacher. So they have to manage all of the assignments for all of their educators, all their teachers. And like I said, that was one of the huge complaints that our kids had in our feedback session this week, was that they were having a really hard time finding everything, keeping up with everything, remembering where everything was, trying to figure out if they had done it or not. So everything that's come along with all of it, we're all having a really tough time with this, not just the kids, but the educators as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on these icons, go up to the chain. I'm going to paste the Zoom link there. And I'm also going to do the same thing with this picture. Okay. So maybe I have another session down here. I'm not going to do that right now for time's sake. And so on the next slide, maybe this is going to be my Monday's requirements. And let's say I want that to be red. Maybe I have 3 requirements for them on Monday, activities that they need to do. And I want them to be easily accessible. The only thing with this is doing a clickable like this and publishing it so that the kids cannot move anything around, is they cannot check it off like in the checklist that I did on the last one. So let's say Monday, the first thing I want them to do, I'll put myself a text box here. I'm going to start, I'm a center girl. I like my stuff in the center. And maybe the first thing that I want them to do is watch, let's say this is social studies. I'm not a social studies teacher. I want them to watch the video on the Oregon Trail. And so here beside it, what I would do is I would go find a picture that has something to do with the Oregon Trail. Maybe it's a picture of a wagon, but something that's going to grab their attention and allow them to know what it is that they need to click on. So I'm going to add a picture of the Oregon Trail. Remember, you may want to make sure that you're not using anything that has copyright information on it. So again, I'm going to insert. I'm going to upload it from my computer. I'm going to make it smaller here. Maybe I need to make my box bigger. These are just ideas. I just want you to see what it's like. Now I'm going to actually upload the video that I want the kids to watch so that they do not have to go look for things. Everything is for them right there. And it's easy for them to, hold on, you're going to hear it over here.
To fly a rocket ship.
You're going to hear it over here inside the other, my other screen. I have a lot of stuff going on at the same time. So, okay. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to add the link. Where did the link go? Again, I'm still learning all this stuff too. Just not really learning it. I know it. I'm not a person who is finding the whole YouTube thing a cool thing. Anyway, so social studies, the first thing I want them to do is I want them to watch the video. And then maybe here I want them to go to Edpuzzle. And do the quiz. Okay, and then I could put a picture of the Edpuzzle icon and add the Edpuzzle link to that. So, I mean, really the purpose of it is for the kids to be able to find all of their stuff in one place and not feel so overwhelmed. The next video that I'm going to post is the actual published part of the Edpuzzle, of this clickable document so that you can see what it looks like on the kids' end. And we're going to go from there. And I think that's probably all I'm going to post today. If you have any questions about how to, anything you need help on, please comment below, let me know. and I'll try to make a video. So this is what the most important part of making something that is clickable. Up here where it says file, you're going to click on file and you're going to publish it to the web. What that does is it flattens everything except the links. It allows the kids to click on the links. So what I like to do is I like to change the advanced slide to every minute. I like for it to restart after the last slide. And I do not click this one because I want the kids to have control. And then I'm going to click publish. And it's going to ask me, are you sure? Now, I think you can see this. If not, I'll take screenshots and add it. I'm going to copy this link. This is the link that you add into Google Classroom. When you add this into Google Classroom, you'll add it as a material, and no, the kids will not need their own copy. Okay, so I'm going to, in the next video, I'm going to show you how this entire clickable Google slide has turned into a flattened PDF form for easy communication with the kids. So I hope that was helpful. I know it was kind of here and there, but I'm trying to respect your time and show you as much as possible in the time that you're willing to give me with these videos. So till next time, have a good one. Happy teaching. Bye-bye.